Let's skip this golf one because people are tired of me whining about golf. Although I will say I did actually. I called Doug Ford's office. AK, who was in the Platinum League, posted a tweet last night that had he said he'd called Doug Ford's office and people answered the phones. And so I said, you know what? I've never done this before. I've never called a politician's office. And I've told you guys before, this is not about golf. I think kids should be playing soccer and things again. I feel really sorry for the kids who are Puffy's age, whatever it may be, as long as the sport is safe. Basketball is a little bit, basketball is a challenging one. But
I think golf's the safest one. All the other ones are a little bit.
Tennis is very safe too.
Tennis,
you're touching the same ball.
Yeah. I think soccer is mostly okay, but anyway,
watch those handballs.
It was so I get a live person on the phone, and I'm not one to yell at people. I don't yell enough. Actually, I do not yell if I have a problem with my any kind of service. I think customer service people have the toughest job in the world. So I'm always, please pass this on to your bosses. I always speak very calmly. So last night I was like, look, there is, I'm not going to yell at you. I'm not going to yell at you. I agree with many of the aspects of the lockdown. We all want to get out of this. The number one priority is getting cases down, people out of hospitals, but there's no scientific proof whatsoever that outdoor activities like golf, etc., add to the case. There were no cases last year. Most of the scientists agree with it. And then so I went on and on. She said, yes. And then I said at the end, well, so what do you do with this? She goes, well, I've made notes your entire time. And there's a and there's a recording of this call that will be given to the mayor's office the premier's office.
Do you think at any point she went, guys, I got another one of these.
I got another one. Idiots.
Let's guess if this is the rich white guy.
True, by the way. Don't spread that. Golf is a very accessible sport now, and that's a stereotype.
No, Jimmy, that is not a stereotype.
Yes, it is. There's. I just read this big long article. Yes,
a lot of rich white guy journal.
A lot of.
Who are you? I'm sorry. No. Don't push the narrative that this isn't like a sport. Like you have to be somewhat wealthy to play golf.
Yeah, hockey is also
that's exactly. Sport. I think golfers get uptight because they think when people say it's an elitist sport. When we say elitist sport, people picture guys playing polo on horses. Like that's the elitist sport. I think just with golf, it's not a lot of I would say the majority of the population can't afford to play it. It isn't.
They don't want to spend that money on it.
There are a lot of great junior golf programs. I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to shout out to Cardinal Golf Course, which is not too far from me. Mm-hmm. For several years, I haven't been up there in a couple of years. They ran a program where on weekends after 4:00. You could bring the adult green fee was $30, I think. And you bring a child, $2. And so I would take
that's the small course though too, right?
No, it's a full 18. You can play the big 18-hole golf. They have 72 holes at Cardinal.
I know, but they have the
but that's not what I'm talking about. This is the big course.
Because I know that's the one they do it at for sure. But okay, go on.
No, they do it at the big course. I did it like 10 times. And you had people of all colors and all races, and I would say, all economic backgrounds, bringing their kids out to play golf. So you are right. I'm not saying golf is not, to an extent, a wealthy sport, but it's no different than hockey, really, frankly.
Yeah, it's not.
No, it's not. And don't say. It bothers me when people say that that's the only people who play the game, right?
No, but Jimmy, hockey, a lot of people can't afford to play either.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
That, right?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying hockey's no different than golf.
Yeah,
sure. So, but that doesn't mean it's not accessible to everyone. Is the point I'm making?
Yeah,
I agree with that. I'm just saying, don't just call it. It's only rich white people that play golf. That bothers me.
No. See, it's not only rich white people because I'm a white person, but I don't consider myself at all rich. But I know what it takes for me to play golf.
Yeah. Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like I know, how much it really costs me. And I know how much I have to save up to get clubs. I know how much I had to, I actually have to work that into a budget. So it's not, I just don't.
Okay, look at this. This is the only thing that bothers me is that all the people that I didn't even want to have this argument. The point is, all of that doesn't mean that this decision is right. And the people who argue on social media say, "Oh, this is all you rich white people don't have
Jimmy,
sports to play."
Stop right there. That's exactly it. Why are you trying to defend it in that realm as well? It has nothing to do with why golf is banned, whether it's elitist or not, or whether it's for the rich or it's not. This should be a thing of safety. Like, why are we bringing that into the conversation?
Right, two completely different things.
But for people who do, they're not wrong in the sense that, like that's like me saying, let's take the horse polo thing. Like, that's completely, that's something most people can't do. It's elitist. But those people playing it, if it's safe, what's the difference to me?
Stop. Yeah. I can tell you in my polo league, there are people of different colors.
Yeah, look, guys. I'm only going to chime in and say this. I think I see both your sides of your concerns about it, and I get it. I mean, for me, I here's what I think. I don't want anybody to think that A, I can't afford it, or B, I'm not interested because I'm a black man. So that's where I come at it from that standpoint. So I understand your point, Stoff, but I also see your point, Jimmy. And I think, again, at the end of the day, what we're talking about with this sport is just the main point should be that it is a safe sport to play at this time.
Oh yeah, of course. That's exactly it. I mean, Lester, like, obviously the sport also doesn't have like the greatest inclusive history of it all. So
100%. I agree with
what
that.
You're saying is a really good point, that people should never look at someone who's black and say, well, that person doesn't golf, because that's ridiculous. But it's just, for me, it's not a skin color thing or anything. It's just, it's not available for everyone, but it is completely safe. So, and here's the one thing that they're, initially this was supposed to be May 20th, the end date.
Yeah.
And whatever, we all had to accept that, whatever. When you make the decision to extend something, shouldn't there be some sort of reasoning that's provided along with that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, their reasoning is the cases aren't down far enough.
No, I understand. But shouldn't these activities be looked at a little bit more closely? Like,
100%, I agree.
If golf is never going to contribute to an increase or a decrease, for that matter,
right?
And it's the point.
Because I saw a guy tweet out that he's like, couldn't go golfing today, so I decided to go to Costco, and took a picture, and the lineup was down the street. And it's ridiculous. Like, I mean, like, people you can go to Costco, and people are going to find people are going to find stuff to do. And instead they're going to do stuff that's not as safe as golf or tennis or whatever.
Who the hell goes to Costco for fun? What's wrong with your friend?
Why are people going to Costco at all? Like, why? Like, you're not supposed to be able to buy stuff there except for groceries.
Well, that's just.
Listen, I was at Costco the other day.
Yeah,
I was at Costco.
I think Costco. Let's not argue Costco versus golf in terms of what's essential, though. I mean, that's
but I mean, why do we need Costco? Why is people going to Costco?
That is where some people buy their groceries. Coffee, and it's.
You get it a lot cheaper. It lasts longer too. If you go to Costco, you don't have to go shopping for a couple of weeks.
I think why do people go to Costco is a more privileged statement than any of my golf statements.
Oh, 100%.
Costco is super expensive, and you need a membership. Very, very, very exclusive.
It is very exclusive.
Yeah. Anyway, let's hope the cases get down and things get opened up for everybody.
Well, we're down to 2,000 today.
We just had a 10-minute discussion of something I didn't even want to talk about, but that's my fault.
Hey, you know what?
Get back to the rocket.
I thought it was a great conversation, to be honest with you.
It was important.
We made a real difference.
Did.
So good thing we skipped over the golf thing.
The more you know.